I think the next lecture from the international, from ERGOSOMA International, will show us about the strengthening health perception, self-healing power, and resilience of migrant women with ERGOSOMA migra. So I would like to introduce as the first speaker, Ms. Anke Schmidt-Bratzel, and also in the following the speaker, Ms. Monika Volkmar, Ms. Bärbel Pegel-Nielsen, and Ms. Serap Tanis. So you're very welcome. So Anke, are you there? Yes, I can see
Dear
you.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us, and welcome to the workshop part of ERGOSOMA International. We see the United Nations as a global forum to empower women and traumatized persons globally, a forum to promote healing and resilience. Our vision is health for change. In today's session, we would like to introduce you to the ERGOSOMA healthcare program, and most of all, a project for social mediators, migrant women and men, where we put into practice and let you experience too. My name is Anke Schmidt-Bratzel. In the following 30 minutes, I will talk with 3 wonderful speakers who will share their expertise. Welcome, Monika Volkmar, Bärbel Pegel-Nielsen, and Serap Tanis. So how to proceed in order to fully participate and shape and create our reality? We like the steps in the following quote of St. Francis of Assisi. Start with what is necessary, then do what is possible, and suddenly you can do the impossible. Let me introduce to you Monika Volkmar now. She's teaching and working with ERGOSOMA as the main method in her practice of complementary medicine in Germany for 18 years now. It is a great pleasure, Monika, to be here with you. Can you tell us what is the approach to health in ERGOSOMA?
Hello, you're welcome. As is usual in modern medicine, ERGOSOMA does not focus on illness or disease, but on what is healthy and good. ERGOSOMA is a holistic method of healing which has roots in ancient Asia. It is developed by Abi Tayon as a healing part of the power of the inner source in oneself. It is complementary to other art of healing, scientific or traditional, and you can use it either for prevention or for support of other therapies. ERGOSOMA is looking for the powerful resources of the inner core.
Okay, so we start with the focus on our inner resources, the healthy and good that is always there. As sometimes for various reasons, due to individual traumatic experiences and stress, it is not easy to get this connection to the positive and healthy side in us. Therefore, later on, you will explain more and show us something practical.
Yes.
The next photo you are seeing was taken at the ZIP Center for Integration and Education in Germany during the project ERGOSOMA migra. Mediators of the center from 6 different countries pursue an annual qualification program, a really amazing grassroots best practice project. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce to you Serap Tanis. Serap, you were 5 years old when you immigrated to Germany. Today, you are the managing director of the ZIP in Oberhausen and are head of area. You have been recently awarded for your work with the Talent Award of your region. And let's say it frankly, Serap, with your deep commitment for the people in your center and your team, you carried the project ERGOSOMA migra to life. What was your vision?
Yes, hello. Yes,
Hello.
my vision was to help and support people, especially mothers. And therefore, I founded a ZIP, the Center of Integration and Education in 2011. Education makes you and your family richer was my motto. Mainly, it is about the entry and re-entry into the working life. I realized that I don't have the time alone to help so many people. So I qualified mothers with a migration background as multipliers. To date, 100 participants of my qualification have been trained for 1 year to become mediators in the field of education and health. My goal was to place them in work afterwards. Nearly 40 of them are working meanwhile for the ZIP. Others are working in several areas and institutions. For this purpose, a close cooperation with the city, the health department, the youth department, and other institutions is very important.
So you are doing both, closely helping so many people at your center and at the same time cure cooperations, find sponsoring. So when more traumatized refugees were coming in 2015 to Germany and to your center, you were in close dialogue with Bärbel Pegitz-Niesel from ERGOSOMA Foundation. The ERGOSOMA Foundation provides various projects in health, for example, for intensive health caregivers in hospitals in Germany, enhancement of empathy, training of team building, and burnout prevention. Bärbel, you are an ERGOSOMA trainer and a long-term teacher in health services and responsible for 2 very important projects of the ERGOSOMA healthcare program that address post-traumatic disorders. We see you in the following photo with a team and participants after the devastating earthquakes in Nepal. How did your experiences in Nepal influence your recent project, ERGOSOMA Migra, in Germany?
First of all, hello to everybody. And since 2004, I had already been giving treatments to traumatized people in Nepal. And thus I had a lot of experiences in relation to post-traumatic stress disorders. That gave me the conviction that ERGOSOMA could be a great help for people suffering from these disorders. And these experiences helped me in the project ERGOSOMA Migra. Because in Germany in 2016, the ZIP was mainly frequented by people from war countries like Syria, like Chechnya, who were also suffering from PTSD. They desperately needed help. So ERGOSOMA was the obvious choice to help to release the deeply rooted trauma.
Yes, and Serap, how did the war situation that Bärbel mentioned abroad, the war, afflict your center?
Yes, when more traumatized people came to ZIP, I noticed an increase in dizziness and restlessness among my team and myself. The strong energies vibrated throughout the center. It was clear to me that this was related to the experiences and feelings the people have made in the war. Most of them came from Syria. They brought these feelings like fear and uprooting in our center. We could empathize with the traumatized people who came to us and wanted to support them in their healing. At the beginning, I thought that these feelings came from myself and that it has something to do with my sensitivity. Later then, one of my co-workers went to the hospital with physical complaints, but nothing could be found. Others got headaches and heart chases without a medical report. I worried about the health of my team, and I realized that I have to care about us.
So there was really so much pain and so much trauma. How could you personally handle it? How could you cope?
Yes, it was really difficult to cope with this situation. During my personal ERGOSOMA training with Bärbel, I noticed and felt how much strength and peace ERGOSOMA gave me, and came up with the idea of bringing Bärbel to our center into ZIP. It was clear to me that I could not carry this alone, and that I wanted to share this strength that ERGOSOMA gave me with my co-workers, hoping that they would learn to take care of themselves and be strengthened for the challenging situation in our center.
Bärbel, what was the first aid you could offer to Serap?
Well, first of all, Serap invited me to deliver speeches about ERGOSOMA and give treatments at the ZIP. There was such a high demand and need. And very soon I realized that I could not do it on my own. And so the project of ERGOSOMA Migra was born. It was a project to give sustainable help to the traumatized, but also to Serap's team, who were starting to feel the strain. A proper qualification for her co-workers.
The qualification to become an ERGOSOMA practitioner is quite intense. So you set up a new qualification step plan that responds to the specific urgent needs of Serap's center. So what was your aim?
Well, I wanted to teach them how to empower themselves with meditations and exercises. You could say, help the helpers, and at the same time qualify them so that they could help more people at the ZIP. The qualification lasted 1.5 years, and we had a total of 16 qualification days. All days were followed up by a manual so that the participants could refresh their memories at home. So a lot of work to do. And therefore, on our first day of the qualification, I asked the participants, what is your wish from this qualification? And Zara from Chechnya, whom you were seeing on the massage table, I don't know if you can see her, I think the foil is not on, but anyway, she said, during the war, I closed my heart. What I experienced was too terrible. Now I hope that I can learn to open it up again in due time. Yeah, there you can see Sarah.
Yes.
I can still feel how touched I was by her words. The participants came with a lot of burdens, and so you can well imagine that it was really demanding work. But after each qualification day, my heart was singing and my soul was really happy. And so we began our journey together.
Thank you, Bärbel. Monika, when we begin this inner journey, what are the basics that teaches the health philosophy of ERGOSOMA?
Yes, basically it is a philosophy of the inner core. We all have a perfect inner core, where our self-healing forces are coming from. But at first, let's take a look at the word ERGOSOMA. Ergo means form, everything visible and measurable. Soma means the level of being, the invisible, the indivisible world. It is like a bridge between form and being, body and mind, left brain, right brain, inside, outside, and it makes connection. Connection is essential. Maybe it is the meaning of life.
Monika?
Yeah, studies and research at the University of Witten-Herdecke, Germany, by Dr. Markus Köhl have shown, oh, was die Folie?
Yes, that's not, I think there's something
One with a PowerPoint.
Yes, but just go ahead.
It
Yes,
doesn't
there
matter.
it is.
Oh,
Just go
yes.
ahead. Well,
Oh,
thank
there
you.
were studies in Germany at the University of Witten-Herdecke by Dr. Markus Köhl, and it was shown that one ERGOSOMA treatment of only 20 minutes has many positive results. You see it on the screen, yes, now. It is remarkable that the EEG, the measurement of brain waves, shows a deep mental relaxation with a higher awareness at the same time. And what I also really like is that every organ system first comes into its own healthy rhythm, then all systems find together into a common rhythm. What a great connection. I would say in this state of equilibrium, the self-healing powers are activated.
So the effects are measurable, but how do I connect to the invisible?
With your breath. Every breath connects the visible and the invisible. If we add the heartbeat and let both together come into a common rhythm, then we reconnect with our inner core. ERGOSOMA practitioners always turn to this inner core we all have. It is a healthy core of wisdom in every little cell, which is fundamentally the manual of our whole body. It is a healthy inner core in our heart, which enables us to live in harmony and peace. Unfortunately, the inner core isn't free, usually. There was so much negative information we receive every moment, bad experiences, circumstances, fear, confusion, poisoned food, and so on, which lays around the inner core and blocks it. Several illnesses and depressions are rooted here. So it is necessary to clean the access to our inner core, to come in deeper touch with our inner resources. And this is where ERGOSOMA starts. At first, the blocked energies begin to flow again. You can feel it. You can feel it as a deeper relaxation in the body, a deeper calm in your nervous system, a silence in your mind, and your emotions are fine and well balanced. And suddenly, your intuition steps in.
And how do we work with ERGOSOMA?
Oh, for working with ERGOSOMA, we just need two things. We need our hands and our awareness. That's all. We can practice it everywhere.
Thank you. Serap, when you are looking back at the work with ERGOSOMA, what was touching for you? What did you and your team learn?
Yes, it touched my heart to be connected with a higher energy that makes me strong to give. In ERGOSOMA, while touching the body, you also reach the spirit and the soul. It creates peace inside and outside. The practitioner is not only giving, at the same time receiving during the treatment. That is really an incredible gift. I always feel a strong connection which reaches far beyond the single treatment. Yes, at the photo there you can see Sarah Hatzeva, a member of my team. Bärbel mentioned she is this person at the beginning of the qualification with a lot of, or a great burden. And at the end of the qualification, Sarah said, after 13 years of war, everything was dark inside of me. Now I found the pure inner calm, the light from heaven. And this, it makes me happy and grateful that ERGOSOMA gives us an effective instrument in our hands.
Bärbel, as we have seen, for practicing ERGOSOMA, it seems we have to be two persons. So what can I do on my own when I'm alone, as Serap said, in order to take care of myself?
Well, first of all, you can also practice ERGOSOMA as a form of self-healing, because you yourself have two hands, which can be placed according to your body wisdom on various parts of your body. Just listen where your body is calling you. Then going into a meditative kind of consciousness, you can treat yourself. We, all of us, have this self-healing power. Another very effective tool is the so-called Tree of Life meditation. This meditation harmonizes and strengthens our main energy centers and helps us to come into connection with our inner core. It refines all our energy bodies and puts body and mind into a balance, harmony, and order. Especially for the ERGOSOMA practitioner, this meditation is a daily must, because we need the art of perception, so that with our intuition, we are guided through the various steps of the treatment. And when working with clients with PTSD, it is so very important that the practitioner is able to contact her inner core in order to come into contact with the inner core of the client.
So Bärbel, you mentioned the importance of the Tree of Life meditation, and I would like to ask Monica, could you please demonstrate something practical for us?
Yes, with pleasure. So now let's strengthen our immune systems with a Tree of Life meditation in a short version. So please close your eyes, direct your attention on your body, sitting on a chair in a comfortable position. Settle in your breath, slowing down. Feel your back, your spine, shoulders. Relax them. Your neck, head, arms. Relax them. The hands are laying on the knees, both feet on the ground. And be aware of your breathing. The inhale, the exhale, the up and down of your belly. And now we are directing our attention to our feet, just feeling the contact of the feet with the ground. Imagine that roots are growing into the earth, deep into the earth. And on each out-breath, just letting go all tension through the roots into the earth. With every out-breath, let go. Just sink a little bit deeper in the floor as you let go. And now, by the next inhale, put your hands on your belly. Feel the warmth of your hands. And imagine a big tree with deep roots, a strong trunk, and a beautiful crown, your Tree of Life. And now we are going a step further. We are putting the index fingers on our navel. The fingertips are touching the navel. Here you are connected with your mother, with the mother of your mother, with your origin, your own rhythm, your own color, your very own self. And now with the next inhale, we put the hands on our heart, feeling the heartbeats, the warmth of our heart, spreading out through our whole body like waves. And now, with the next inhale, we lift our hand in front of our head, our forehead, our eyes. And now we stroking our eyebrows, very gentle, stroking the eyes, the forehead. As if we were removing veils. Now we stretch both arms right over the head to the sky. And let a light is coming from above. We open our arms wide, our hearts wide, like a blossom opens to the sky. Let the light flow inside the heart. We take the healing energy, bring it slowly down the backside of our head to our neck. Little bit stroking our neck, very friendly. Let the healing energy flow through our spine. We are putting our hands on our ears. Going further to the throat and to the chest. Tipping with the fingertips lightly our chest. Now we lay our both hands on our heart. We're looking for our inner core, to connect with our inner core. Feel the silence. We take this energy, perfect energy and light, and bring our hands to our stomach. Let it flow to the stomach, into the kidneys and the backside, into the navel and your belly. Now we put our hands on our knees again. Feel our feet and roots in Mother Earth. It's a divine energy flow into the earth. We connect heaven and earth. And with the next inhale, we're closing our energy fields. We put the left hand on the right shoulder. The head turns to the right. Breathing in, back to the middle, breathing out. And the right hand on the left shoulder, the head turns to the left side. Inhale, head into the middle, exhale. Stay a moment. So just feel your new forces. I hope you are refreshed and relaxed and full of awareness at the same time. Open your eyes, stretch a little bit.
Thank you, Monica. You wanted to announce something?
Yes, I'm waiting for the PowerPoint. Not there. Maybe. We offered practical exercises on basic ERGOSOMA skills already twice at New York. And now we offer the Tree of Life meditation in a free webinar on Zoom. It's tomorrow on 7 p.m. CET. You can watch, yes, you can watch the link there on the screen. And we hope to see you there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Monica. And this meditation, what we have been practicing, also the petitions of the ERGOSOMA Migra project learned. And as we are a little bit running out of time, I would like just give Bärbel and Serap a chance to say something, some closing remarks on the project. So Bärbel, the day the qualification was over and you handed over the certification, what was your personal conclusion?
Well, looking back, I wanted to help the suffering people in the ZIP, but another part of my vision was I wanted to build bridges, or you could also say I wanted to reconcile different cultures or religions, because in those days we had a lot of migrants coming in, and after a warm and welcome atmosphere, German people were getting quite reluctant and starting to perceive migrants as a big problem. And one could even say as a threat to their own culture, to their Western values. And so reconciliation was needed. I felt on the day of the certification that we really had made a contribution. The day was so joyful. Serap, do you remember?
Yes, Bärbel, of course I do. Yes, we started with a vision of peace, trust, reconciliation, and empowering with this method of ERGOSOMA. And I was so glad, yes, that we reached this goal. The certification was very important for the participants and also for us. Yes. I want to underline that it was important, yes, as individuals, Bärbel and me, to take the first steps and pursue this vision, despite the hindrances which I was having here with the functionaries at the tip while introducing this method. I would do it again. We were doing really pioneering work that was worth it. And we would not have made it this far on our own. Yes, you say on the photo, a fusion from the ERGOSOMA International and ZIP, yes, and the structural support of the ERGOSOMA Association and the management of our parent company, Die Kurbel, are our backbone. With this backing, we were able to gain more resources, networks, and functionaries as further support with this innovative project.
Thank you very much, Serap and Bärbel. And coming back to the main theme of this conference, the full participation of women. Your project, ERGOSOMA Migra, overcame limits on various levels. One learning is respect and transform individual traumatic experience into personal growth, qualification, and sustainable change. All the women you can see on the picture it's the picture 19, yes, are, no, one ahead, please. All these women are agents of change to create inclusive societies. Better social services like help, promote resilience, and remove stigma and stereotypes. So Bärbel, I'm sure you are having already a new vision of where to go, but maybe you can tell us shortly, what are the lessons you learned that might be helpful for the implementation of other female-led projects?
Well, for a project, I would say the igniting spark, maybe Gringo can make this foil as well, is a vision. Yes, because this vision should be guided by your heart. And in our case, it was the deep wish to help the helpers, the traumatized people, and the wish for reconciliation. So combined with a pure motivation and a clear awareness, you will find in yourself the perseverance to see your project through, especially if you want to introduce a new method like ERGOSOMA in Germany. You need a lot of perseverance. But you will also need friends or supporters who will encourage you, because as Serap said already, we faced a lot of hindrances, but Serap and me were continuously supporting each other. You need the more physical level, like finances, a reliable network, functionaries, equipment, infrastructure, and we were so lucky to be supported on this level as well. And all of these pieces, all of these aspects were like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle, coming to a wonderful whole. And it was really wonderful, Serap, that we both were guided towards each other because we fit like a key into a lock. I knew the method, she had the need and the setting. And so together we shared the same vision. That was the bonding link between us. So
united, yes, please. We have 3 minutes left. Yeah.
United, we are strong.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Ladies, we are strong, but united, we are even stronger.
These are wonderful closing remarks. Thank you very much, Bärbel, Serap, and Monika. That was wonderful. United, we are even stronger. That is a wonderful conclusion. So thank you very much for your attention.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much all. So, and we will now be closed. Are you still there, everybody? Yes, I can see. So thank you very much. Let me just also give some little words on behalf of the foundation. I would like to thank all speakers and participants once again. We have heard that subjective experience lead to deeper self-awareness. The more one sees life as flawless, brings me the state of peace. Contemplative dialogue helps to resolve conflicts between different individuals, groups, and genders. We have learned how difficult the life situation is for young women and girls to protect themselves from violence and humiliation. But there's also hope that more and more young women and girls will recognize their strengths and have the courage to free themselves from the present living conditions. ERGOSOMA International helps to strengthen the inner core. It was moving to hear how women with a fellow migrant background came back into their own strength. So thank you very much. God bless you all. And
Thank you too.
goodbye, everybody.
Thank you very much.